What's up, folks out there in TV land or internet TV land, whatever you prefer to call it? You're live Monday night with the Game Winning Drive podcast with your hosts, Il Brown, G Cozy, Liz, CEO, and Jay Hollins. Back again every week in your business. Make sure you're in the chat. Make sure you
In
call
your
in.
face.
What's
Yup.
going on, everybody? How's everybody's week?
We're live
Great.
Monday night.
Live,
Great.
live, live.
Yeah. So far, so good. Day one has been okay.
Yup.
One
Hey,
down, six to go.
we good.
Right?
Coming off a quiet birthday celebration, and I'm all good,
Yeah.
man.
That's right. Somebody celebrated another rotation around the sun. How was that?
Happy
It
birthday.
was relaxing. I've realized that I am not a drinker anymore like that. You know what I mean? Because I don't be doing it. I
You've
really
been
don't be
saying that
having
for
time.
years.
So yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But I had a couple, and I'll be like, damn, I'm a lightweight.
It be like that, man. G Cozy will be right back. He fixing some
Liz, are you
issues.
co-signing on that? Is he a lightweight now?
Oh, yes.
Ah,
Yes. We went to
okay.
the hideaway like a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Man, I think we had like two drinks each, maybe three. Well, I had a shot, two.
It was the shot
A
that did it
shot
after
and
the
two
two drinks.
Jameson. And we were like, yeah, when we get home, we're going to watch this movie or whatever. And then we get home, we're like,
You know you all love that Jameson. Good Lord.
oh,
No,
yeah.
I'm really a tequila dude. Like that's what threw me off the Jameson. I switched. I like my
Oh,
blood pressure normal.
I like the Black Barrel Jameson. I really like
Yeah.
that one. That one's pretty good. But
Mm-mm-mm.
yeah,
Okay.
I prefer tequila.
J-Mo.
But
Oh, I gotta
yeah,
do the tequila. Hell no.
Jameson.
no tequila for you, Cozy.
Nah, tequila and me do not get along.
You
Dark
gotta
Oh
liquor
drink
for
damn.
sure.
good tequila. Not the blanco, reposado, añejo,
Like a
nothing.
good reposado? Oh.
Yeah,
No, it just hits. It always just hits my stomach wrong. Every single tequila I've ever
that's,
had. It's
that's fair.
Hey
horrible.
man, you gotta listen to your gut.
Yes.
No, no, Captain Morgan, Sailor Jerry's. That's my way right there.
Oh, I like
Oh,
Captain
Okay.
Morgan. Okay.
okay.
Gotta do the
Rum.
pose.
All right. Well, bro, in honor of another rotation around the sun, here you go. Cheers.
Salud.
Cheers. Go ahead. There you
Speaking of
go.
tequila,
Got my water right here. Cheers.
Yeah, my water ain't even in front of
Go.
me. Shit.
no, I'm not interested in water. It's after work
Well, no,
hours.
you drink the other kind of water.
The
Exactly.
holy water.
Exactly. Okay,
Oh,
let's get cracking. Who's up
let's
first?
get
You already
cracking.
know.
Tequilas of the earth, you know. So,
All
David.
right, man.
Right.
Time for the college football frenzy. You know how we do.
Let's get it.
So what's going on in the college football world, Jay?
So we gonna get right down to it. First things first. R.J. Day, son of Ohio State coach Ryan Day, commits to Northwestern. The 6'1", 205-pound quarterback had offers from Syracuse, Purdue, Cincinnati, and University of South Florida. He's a three-star recruit and the 86th ranked quarterback in the nation and the 51st ranked football player in Ohio. Now, RJ Day's high school record was but in 2026 he was he had as a junior, I'll say this. As a junior he had 2710 passing yards and 25 touchdowns. Overall, he as a starter he had 5,700 passing yards and 54 touchdowns. That 54 touchdowns ain't bad.
Mm-mm-mm.
That's damn good. And he
Mm-hmm.
committed to Northwestern because what they're saying basically is that his dad didn't offer him, so he would have had to go to Ohio State as a partial walk on. And I get that. And Northwestern saw his tape and was like, they push for him harder than anybody else. So I don't know how y'all feel about him not going to play with his dad.
Go ahead, Cozy.
He did the next best thing. He paired him up with Chip Kelly.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah.
So so he would have went to his dad without an NIL deal?
No, no, he wouldn't have had an NIL deal. He wouldn't have had a Scott. He would have had a partial
Had to
walk on
walk it.
situation, right? So, you know, he did.
Yeah, but look at the level of competition at Ohio State. You know what I
Yeah,
Hmm.
mean?
I
You
think he's
have a
That was
going to
somewhere you're
end
platform.
going
up
to get playtime.
transferring there.
Yeah.
I think he'll end up transferring there. I think he's going to. I mean, but he is a true dual threat guy too. He got some wheels on him. He definitely got some wheels on him. I think. I think Northwestern is a good starting spot for him as a three
Also
star.
gets away from that pressure too, though, of being
Yeah,
the
Yes.
head
absolutely.
son.
Absolutely. I mean, look at all the pressure Arch Manning is under. Look at all the pressure Bo Nix was
Yeah.
under. It's a lot of these kids, you know,
Yeah.
and yeah. So I think it's a good thing. And I watched some of his film. Hey, he can ball. He can definitely ball. He's not a slouch. I mean, he ain't the best thing cooking, but he ain't the worst thing going either. You know what I mean? He's a little bit above middle tier, and I think he'll get developed pretty well. And who knows? He could end up transferring to Ohio State later in his collegiate career.
Yeah.
So we will see how that goes. But you know, that was the biggest news that people was like, he didn't go play for his dad. I'm like, I wouldn't go play for my dad either, especially at
Well, I'm
Ohio
saying, like,
State.
get out from
You're
under
not
that
going to.
shadow, that pressure cooker of
Yeah,
playing for
Yeah,
your dad,
I'm not
and
taking
then your
I'm not
dad's
taking the
trying to coach
PWO.
you, but he's also
no.
Ryan Day, and he's under the
Right.
spotlight. Like, he gets away from all that. That's a
And
good
I'm
thing.
not taking a PWO and my dad's the head coach. No, I want a full scholarship.
Right.
Bingo.
I'm not
So go
like
earn it.
but I also understand the position that Ryan Day is in. It's like, oh, he got that because of his kid. You don't want people yelling out like
Hmm.
they was yelling at LeBron for Bronny when he brought him into the league not ready.
Right.
And let him develop there. I'm not mad at him
Right.
developing and getting the check, but that's just
Yeah,
me because I got kids. Hey, that's what nepotism is all about. If you can do it, do it.
yeah. This is
So
the Nepo baby
Right.
era. So
it
Yeah.
really
As the
is.
son, like, I get kind of wanting to get away. So I think it's a great
Yeah.
idea.
For
It's
Yeah.
sure.
a it's a great fit. Like I was talking about, he gets to go with Chip Kelly, who was coached with his dad. He's
Hmm.
gonna see who is the offensive coordinator now at Northwestern. He probably won't play. He'll probably redshirt this year, but
Hmm.
like he's gonna be. It's that's just the perfect thing. So eventually, it sets up for exactly what Jay's talking about to eventually transfer to Ohio State because he's
Yeah.
gonna have that offense locked in, working with
And
Chip
Chip's
Kelly.
probably developing him for his dad. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? So yeah,
This
didn't
kind of
Ryan
seemed.
Day play for Chip?
Yep.
Yeah, I thought so. Thought so. Somewhere up in New Hampshire or something like that.
Hmm.
yeah,
All
sort
right.
of a lateral move.
Yeah. So that's a good look for him. All right. Let's get into some G5 news, man. So Group of Five football is being dominated right now by debates over playoff inclusion after Tulane and James Madison made the CFP, with analysts like Nick Saban suggesting a separate playoff due to competitive gaps. The top 2025 G5 teams included Tulane, JMU, North Texas, Navy, Boise State. Key G5 news and updates. After Tulane and James Madison earned spots in the 2025-26 college football playoff, high-profile analysts and coaches questioned the inclusion of multiple G5 teams following blowout losses. And I got a rebuttal for that. But, you know, despite calls for change, the current structure guarantees a spot for the highest-ranked G5 champion, making it unlikely G5 teams will be removed entirely due to legal and contractual reasons. Well, if we talk about blowout victories, as much as I hate to say this, Cozy, they should be talking about the Ducks not being in it too.
Hmm.
Mm.
Because if we talk about lopsided losses, you know what I mean, and Nick Saban talking about gaps, I'm like, listen, Tulane got some money down there in Louisiana, so they're acquiring talent as they go. So I don't think as we go along in the NIL era, I don't think the talent gap is going to remain that large between. But I think what's going to happen as a lot of those G5 teams get better, either one or two things are going to happen. They're going to get into swallowed up into the Power Two because it's only two power conferences. If you ask me, I know they say Power Four, but whatever. Um, they're going to get swallowed up, or eventually everything's going to merge into this super conference. That's what's going to happen. Um, so I don't think that's a. I just want Nick Saban to shut up. That's where I am. I want him to shut up. First of all, you got a problem. You had a problem with Dabo Swinney because you didn't out recruit him, and he, like he said, I learned from you. Then you got a problem with players getting paid. Now you got a problem with G5 teams that are NCAA, the Division One FBS football teams competing against the other Division One football teams. Dude, man, shut your ass up. It's already FBS and FCS. We got enough playoffs. They talking about expanding it already. Dude, sit your old ass down and shut up. That's just how I feel.
And we're all kind of like, and so
I look at it like this.
even Cozy's like,
Nick Saban,
well,
you this
he has a
opinionated
point.
about whatever all this stuff that's going on, man. Get back in the trenches, man. Get back in the saddle. Since you care
That's
so
how
much.
I feel, bro. If you that concerned, but he know his way doesn't work here because the
I think he
inmates
would like to.
building.
I think
No,
if
he
he could, he
would.
would.
But that last season when NIL started, remember I've never seen anything like this. You can't
Yes, I
control
do
these boys
remember.
no more
Yeah.
because they got money now. They don't have to listen to you because they saying what I'm saying. Man, coach, shut your old weak ass up. You know what I mean? They saying the same thing. I've never seen kids behave like this. I've never seen them, and then they just leave. You don't get the gray shirt players
I think Jay's
anymore,
audio
Nick.
crashed mine out.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit.
I couldn't hear
My
anything.
bad.
You're good.
No,
Can you
I was
hear
gonna
now?
say,
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Okay.
I was gonna say though, but like ever since NIL started, Nick Saban has been whining nonstop because you can't gray shirt players. You can't have a guy stepping on the field as a red shirt sophomore, but he's a senior in college. It's over with now for you. That's not something you can no longer do that, and you can't run things the way that you want to run it. So you've been a crybaby ever since. It's like, bro, you're sitting on Alabama's committee. You got a broadcasting job. Shut your ass up, dude. Shut up.
He's the
Well,
he's
that's
the
Well, his
god
other
of
problem
Tuscaloosa.
is that he doesn't know how to be
Um,
flexible, right? And
yes.
he had his way for so long that
mhm,
now that the world has changed and things have shifted, and now everybody can pay their players, let's just be honest. That
mhm.
one
Hmm.
thing that he could hold over their heads, that's
It's
not it
gone.
anymore. And now he
Right.
doesn't have anything else. So he's
Right.
Yeah,
reacting to the fact that other people now can beat him at his own game. That's real. He's a
yeah,
sore
bro's
loser.
like
Hmm.
74, man. Like
Yeah,
nobody,
he's a sore
you
loser.
can't relate. You're out of touch. Nobody wants to play for your ancient ass no more. Just go be a
Like
legend and revel in that.
you're the god of Tuscaloosa. You can go anywhere in Alabama and you are revered as a god.
He could
Right.
have
Yep.
literally just ridden off into the sunset and
Mhm.
and I don't know what
But
happened.
but at the same time, doesn't he get paid to give his opinion now?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Gets
and
paid
So
to
well,
give his
here's
Well,
the thing: he gets paid to give his opinion on the show, but you're going to congressional hearings and all of this talking about
yes.
you ain't getting paid for that.
True, true, true.
You ain't getting paid for
yeah.
that. No, it's just like we have to do something about these kids getting paid. Man, y'all ate forever. What do you say? You all got fat out there while we starved.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
If a penny candy gets sold in the park, I want in. And that's what they're having a problem with. This is what they're
It's
having a
true.
problem. This is what they're having a
Yep.
problem with. It all boils down to they can't control these kids' lives now.
Yep.
That's all it boils down to. And you got the younger coaches coming in. They don't care. They're loving it because it's like now, they could come in and they could compete. And like I said, if there's no NIL Indiana never wins the championship last year. We gonna see a lot of that. We're gonna see a lot of teams come out of nowhere because people can spend money now openly.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Okay.
all right, that's it for that. And lastly, so but with the thing I just talked about, what I said is going to happen eventually anyway. Um, College football coaches are moving forward in the favor of a maximum playoff expansion, potentially to 24 teams, along with several other sweeping changes across the sport. This is reported by Yahoo Sports last Tuesday. According to American Football Coaches Association Executive Director Craig Bowl, the AFCA voted last week to recommend increasing the CFP bracket to a maximum number of teams, do away with conference championship games in the season during the second week of January, and protect the Army Navy's game exclusive time window. The AFCA has not publicly revealed its decisions on those changes, but coaches across college football have made their opinions clear. One Dan Cozy, one Dan Lannon being one of them. Earlier this year, decision makers in the Big Ten and the SEC were at a stalemate over future CFP formats. The Big Ten prefers a 24 team field with multiple automatic qualifiers per conference, while the SEC prefers a 16 team 5+11 format. So I think that super conference is going to eventually happen. I know you got people like Josh Payton, JD Pickle saying it'll never happen, but it's becoming more real every day. It's materializing every day. And I know Chip Kelly spoke on it, Dan Lannon spoke on it. Um, um, a lot of other teams have spoken on it. So I believe this super conference is gonna happen probably within the next 5 to 6 years, maybe 10 tops, but it's gonna happen regardless of what people say because there's too much money involved and there's too much because the thing is, at this point, the NCAA got to get down and lay down because these schools can always just pull away from the NCAA and do this thing themselves amongst each other.
Okay, so wait, so let me ask you something. Speaking of super conferences, who do you see making up these super conferences? I'd like to hear you
Well,
and Cozy and Ill's thoughts on that. Like, who would make up these super conferences?
well, all of the blue chip teams are coming. I'm gonna tell you, pretty much it'll be most of the power four teams, but they're gonna trim the fat though.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna have to trim. They're gonna trim the fat. So majority of the Big 12, the ACC, the Big 10, and the SEC are coming, but they're gonna have certain qualifiers. You're gonna have to generate a certain amount of revenue. And and hey, what up? Um,
Yeah, brother Poppy Hamon
and
checking
so
in.
I
What's
think
good, Abe?
some of the fat will get trimmed, but I think the majority of the blue chip teams in those conferences are going like your LSU's and your
Mm-hmm.
Alabamas and your then your Texas and your Texas A&M and Texas Techs and Oregon's and Washington's and Michigan's
Ohio
and they'll
State's.
all be in there. Huh?
Yeah, I said yeah, in the Ohio States. It's going to trim the likes of like the
Ohio State, yeah.
Vanderbilts. It's going to trim those types of schools are the ones that are going to get cut from it. What I'm curious to see
Yeah, they're
is
gonna
it
get
going to just be a single super conference for football, and then is it still going to be divvied up for basketball? That's the major thing. That's the big
that's
question
the
to see
major thing. But
because
we all
basketball is a
know
massive
football
driver.
pays the bills, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what's really paying the bills. And I see teams like Syracuse getting cut from that. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
So I see it coming. People are like, "No, it's not coming." I'm like, it's too much money involved. Like, it's too much money involved, and the NCAA want to play these old good old boy games, and you can't fight the future, bro. Like
Mm-hmm.
everybody. Here's the thing: all of these, you see people like NCAA trying to fight the future. Uh, a lot of politicians trying to fight the future. You can't fight the future. The future is coming. and it just is what it is. You adapt or die. That's pretty much what it is.
So would they start earlier or end later?
They would end
What
earlier
would
than
be
probably,
ideal?
well, from what I was
Well,
reading,
not only that, and which format do you prefer? Is it the
24.
You prefer
it
the
is
longer.
24?
Yeah, the 24,
I
24
would
team is the
definitely prefer
preferred for me.
2024. You
Mhm.
got what, you got 135 teams in FBS football.
Yep.
Yeah,
So yeah, 2014 playoff um is dope. But I think the SEC wants an 11 and 5, so they want 11 spots, and then they
Yeah,
want a
they want
5 team,
16 teams,
like
5
five.
plus 11. Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, I, um, I think 24 is simple. Like with 135 teams, I think 24 slots is fair. I think it's beyond fair. You know what I mean? And if you can't make at least one of those 24 spots, you just trash, and you got to go back to the drawing board.
But so
But
then shifting towards what your thought, like the thought process of the super conference, because in my opinion, the super conference is going to happen. It only makes the
Mhm.
most sense, especially now that
mhm,
now that there's the transfer portal and kids are. College football, in a sense, especially with NIL, is going to become the minor leagues of football.
Yes.
it
And so
is.
what it's going to be
It's a
is it's going
farm
to
league
start. It's going to be
yeah.
farm system, and depending on like your star rating, if you're 5 star, you're able to come into that super conference and immediately compete. You're out on your first
Yep.
by your third year. You're gone. For some of these other guys, they come in JUCO, work their way up to these Power Five to this super conference, and is able to compete there. That's just where the highest and most competition is with this disparity across college football. Because
Oh, for
let's
sure.
be real, like Georgia Tech versus even Georgia Tech versus Ohio State is just not a fair game. It's not a fair
Nah,
game in
it's
any way,
not.
shape, or form.
There's too much of a talent gap.
Like, and so you need to make sure that the regular games are in that point. And so when you move to the super conference, what happens to the playoffs then? Is the playoffs basically only for the teams in the super conference? Because that's where everyone acknowledges that point
Mhm.
where the best competition
It's
is.
probably going to be that. I see it being that. So other schools that want to come into that, and I hate to say this and sound like an asshole, they're gonna have to get their money up. They're gonna have to get their
Mhm.
boosters up, get their money up, partner with some people. Because the thing is, it's like think about like Alabama was the Death Star of college football for years.
Mm-hmm.
Now
Yeah.
you got Death Stars everywhere. Now that everybody
Yeah.
has like I said, I was an Oregon fan when it wasn't fun to be an Oregon fan. Now, like Oregon sits as the Death Star amongst the Pacific Northwest. You know what I
I
mean?
just
It just
really
is.
across the West Coast because
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
the California schools haven't been able to be on that
No,
competitive level for in a
no.
long time.
It's like now. Listen, every empire has a hub now. It was just one. All roads led through Tuscaloosa. Now roads lead through some of everywhere that you would have never thought. Now you know what I mean. Like one of the roads is Indiana, Bloomington, Indiana. Who the hell would have ever thought that?
No
Right.
one.
So this is what allowing people to be openly paid is done for the sport, right? So and me personally, I love it, but I'm watching these people trying to and the NCAA and their regulations are getting in the way of the way that CFB wants to expand. And it's been a lot of talks about them just cutting ties with the NCAA, which I think is going to happen eventually.
Hmm.
what do they need the NCAA for? They don't.
They don't.
They raising private funds, getting
Yep.
federal funding. What do they need the
Yep.
NCAA governing body for? They don't.
It's just a bunch of old dudes collecting money trying to hold on to the past. And like I said before,
So
the
so
theme
then
I went with
It's
is,
America's FIFA.
mhm,
It really is America's FIFA.
yeah, don't fight the future because the future's coming.
so
So
then
what's
do
the
you
difference
think they
between
need
them
a
and the
governing?
NFL?
Hmm? Huh?
Said what?
I said, so what's the
Wait,
difference between them and the NFL?
nothing.
The NFL is a league as a collective, whereas the NCAA
Yeah,
is a governing agency of all these other leagues. Like
of
they're
college football.
yeah, they're
I
just the
thought you were saying
governing
what's the
agency.
difference between.
Mm-hmm.
No, no, Cozy. I thought she was saying what was the difference between CFB and the NFL. I'm like nothing.
Oh,
The CFB can be its own governing body, just like the
yeah,
NFL. They don't
it
need
absolutely could
NCAA.
be.
They
It
don't need them.
absolutely could be.
So then my question
So,
is why don't they do that and form a collective just like
oh,
the
they're
NFL?
about to. And Liz, to answer your question, no, they don't need that governing body. They can create their own.
That's what I was gonna say. No, but my question was, do they need a governing body? Period.
There
Everything
Not,
needs
has
a
to be.
governing
There
body.
not,
has to be.
not the,
Otherwise,
But
there has to be.
but
Otherwise, things go unchecked.
correct.
you
I agree with
so right now, I liken the NCAA to what's going on with the government. They trying to turn back the hands of time, and you just can't. You're trying to fight the future.
yeah.
The future is the future. You can't fight it. It's coming. Like, listen, the NCAA wants to roll everything back to what it was. Oh, let's just roll it back to what it
So
used to
so
be,
then
and we'll fight it
so
out in
then
court.
what governing body would you put in place then? Like what would
Well,
it look like?
CFB has to form his own. College football has to form his own committee, right?
Mm,
And that can be that can be coaches, all the university presidents. It can be a board of everyone, right? You it could be a like you can have
That
a
would have to
board of
vote just like the NFL does.
yeah, you have a
Yeah,
board
yeah, definitely a
of
voting system.
directors. You have a
Yeah.
board of directors that vote on everything because, like, the NCAA is not being fair. They like, oh, let's just roll it back to like the way it was before this, and you literally can't do that because I forget his name escapes me. I know I when we first started, I did a whole thing on it. He literally said all I did was copy
oh
and
yeah.
paste the slave contract. He
Yeah.
was like, you can't. He was like,
Yeah.
it was literally a servitude contract that worked only in the favor of the institution. We can no longer do that. It's immoral. It's illegal. And listen, like when I told all of my sons recruiters, like, let's be real. You're not recruiting him to play school. You know what I
Right.
mean? Let's be honest. So at the end of the day, student athlete, I get that, but the term student is real loose because you're
Hmm.
only supposed to spend 80
Well,
hours
that
a
goes
week.
without saying.
Right. You're only supposed to spend 80 hours a week on football or basketball or whatever you're doing. But we know these kids are spending like 120 to 150 hours a week on the sport that they're playing.
Sure. With
You know what I
travel and
mean?
all that.
Travel and all that. So
Mhm.
what they don't do is log the travel hours because it's like, oh, 80 hours a week. Ask a Division one A or a Division one AA. Ask a player from ISU. You know that you spent way more than 80 hours a week on football.
Oh hell yeah, absolutely, man. They say 80 hours. We were in there, damn near double at some point. Yeah, 80 hours is
Exactly.
a joke.
So I said, let's be real. Let's stop trying to roll everything back and stop fighting the future because it's coming whether you want it to or not.
I got you.
That is true. That's
All
true.
right.
And that's all I have for college football frenzy. That wraps that up.
Nice job, bro.
Yep.
All right,
Good
yeah.
job.
In the dog days of summer,
Mhm.
we stay finding good, interesting content for you guys.
Yes.
Yep. For all the football
That being
stars,
said,
proud.
you know it.
Yep.
Yeah,
Y'all
man.
know what
We
time
close.
it
We
is.
getting right. We getting right.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Out of bounds.
We getting right.
Out of
Right
bounds.
back to the things. OTA is about to start, so
Huh?
you know it.
Schedule release comes first.
Absolutely.
Thursday.
Yep.
Thursday.
So, shoot, with that
Yep.
being said, let's go ahead and get into the
Let's
next
get to the mess.
segment.
Get into the mess.
Uh-oh.
Look at all these rumors surrounding me every day. I just need some time to get away from all these rumors. I can't take it no more. My best friend said there's one I never meet, the girl next door. Did you hear that one about Tina? Some say she's much too loose. That came straight
let that one
Hey,
breathe.
hey. Yes. Love it.
That was my jam.
Oh my goodness.
All
All
right,
these
what you
rumors.
got?
Okay. So I'm going to start with Brendan Sorsby.
Mm-hmm.
So he's a 22 years old, Texas Tech quarterback. He transfers from Cincinnati January 2026, and then by April 2026, ESPN reported that Sorsby was under NCAA investigation for sports gambling and he would seek treatment for his gambling addiction. Of course, he didn't seek the treatment until he was under investigation.
Mm-hmm.
But
He
man,
got caught. Yeah.
they got caught.
Yeah.
That was a motivator for him. Let's see. It was discovered that he had made thousands of online bets on multiple sports via gambling apps. Of course, this jeopardized his eligibility with the Red Raiders. He bet on Indiana while he was redshirting for them as
Jesus
a
Christ,
true
man.
freshman in 2022. He only played one game that season, and he did not bet on the game he played. Uh, uh,
Congratulations, moral
yes,
victory.
So see,
there
he
you
is
go.
an ethical gambler.
Yeah,
Hey
well,
man, them parlays be calling.
so he was definitely trying to be smart about it because what they are saying is that he was he had betting accounts with sports books and daily fantasy operators across several states. And they're describing him as a high volume, low stakes bettor. So
Mm.
I'm not a gambler, but I did look this up. So and it's basically what it says: high volume. So he made a lot of bets, but not a lot of money right now with a lot of money. So high volume, low stakes. And I think that's because NCAA penalties include the amount that you bet as well. Like if it's a super, super high amount, you get penalized for that too. Um, right now he does, he hasn't broken any gambling laws per se. All of his issues are through the NCAA. Let's see. He hired an attorney to help regain his eligibility, but sources say that his eligibility may be irredeemable and that this may be the end of his college football career. So, NCAA penalties include permanent ineligibility, especially when they bet on their own teams, which he did do. And then apparently, Cincinnati's athletic department may face penalties for knowing about Sorsby's gambling and playing him anyway. So they have college athletes download this app. I didn't write down the name. I forgot the name of the app. But they download the app to their phone, and that app alerts the school's athletic department if any bets are placed on other gambling apps. So he should have gotten another phone. Then he might have been okay. I don't know. So
Liz is like, he didn't think this
These
through.
guys are not very bright.
Unless he bet under another, because even if he bet under his name, it would have popped up. So he'd have had it. But
Right,
man, he cooked
right.
though. He's cooked. He's cooked.
And
so
And
here's
that just
here's
what
my
it is. He
problem,
cooked.
right? From the story that Liz just told, you talked about, essentially you just told me there was intent, there was
mhm,
awareness, right?
yeah,
And that right there is like, okay, even though you may have a gambling addiction, the fact of the matter is that you knew it was against the rules and you
yeah,
did it. You
yeah.
purposely circumvented
Repeatedly.
that. Yeah. So I personally think he's done in terms of college.
In terms of
Oh no,
college.
he's cooked. He's cooked. He
So
can't
He's
come
done.
back from this.
So they're saying that if he's found ineligible, it could lead him to enter the NFL via the supplemental draft in the summer. What do you think? Let's see. Here, I'll give you his stats for last year. He had passing yards 2,800, touchdowns 27, five interceptions, completion percentage was 61.6%, and QBR was 81.5, 11th in FBS.
He can make a practice
I got
squad.
a question. Where was he going? Wasn't it LSU? Where was he going?
So he was
No, he
in
was going to Texas
Cincinnati,
Tech.
and then he transferred to Texas Tech, and then this whole gambling thing came up. And then prior to that, he was in Indiana.
You know Cincinnati knew, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they knew. They didn't
yeah.
care.
So,
Hmm.
yeah.
They did not.
Well,
They
they knew
did not care.
because of that app that the players have to download. They absolutely have to download because
Listen.
You're not allowed to bet on college sports or pro sports according to NCAA.
But when you transfer, not everybody's happy, right?
True.
So they
Somebody's gonna
knew.
lose their job at
Yeah,
Cincinnati, though.
and somebody leaked this because, like, listen, people don't understand how fanatical. If you think pro football fans are fanatical, college football fans are fanatical, and people don't
Hmm.
understand that. And when you transfer, not everybody's happy. And who knows who he was running his mouth to? And all it takes is for you to run your mouth to the wrong person, and now he's in the jam that he's in.
That's
This is
true.
why we always say shutting the f up is a skill. Learn it.
Yes. Yeah, that's very true. So it looks like he does have a path to the NFL, I guess. And let's see what happens.
He'll make a practice squad somewhere.
Yeah, so hopefully his rehab goes well too.
What
Cause
rehab? He ain't going to.
he
You know
went
that's
to
Like
like
rehab.
what?
That's
you
what
know.
they
It's like,
reported.
I'm gonna go to rehab.
I
As
need
soon as
I
Wait,
emailed
hey,
everybody
Gambling
get
hey,
caught.
rehab.
Jay,
I got
Liz,
I
Coey.
got a
That
Gambling's
goes.
gambling addiction.
anonymous.
I got a sex
It's like Mike
addiction.
Vrabel's one day of rehab, his one day of
Right.
Yeah,
therapy.
I'm
right.
gonna like
Those
right.
I got
adult,
caught cheating. I'm gonna go to cheaters rehab. I'm gonna go to
I'm
sex
gonna
rehab.
miss
like,
I'm gonna
one
go to
day of
One
the
I
class.
ain't
day.
going to no damn rehab.
and depending on the type of adult rehab you go to, it's like a day camp for adults. Like, I
Yeah.
have you
Yeah.
seen some of the clips of those? Like they're in then like the swimming pool, like with the lights and stuff on at night, and I'm just like, yeah, that looks like rehab. That looks like you're
Yeah.
This
rehabilitating for
sounds like
sure.
a spa vacation to me.
Right?
Uh-huh.
Is Freaky
Right.
Sean in there? He might
Probably
be.
That's
been a
funny.
couple times.
He probably like, hey, I heard y'all give rubbing tugs here.
No
No.
towels necessary.
Robin tugs.
Oh my goodness.
Gosh.
That'll be in one of our tags. Okay, what else you got? What else you
Get
got?
you a rub and get
Oh
you a
my
tug and go
god.
home.
Let's see here. Okay, so Ryan Clark was recently in the news because he urged black college athletes to stop signing with or reconsider attending universities located in states that have engaged in gerrymandering to limit or block black political representation. So, as I'm sure you guys know, there's a lot of that going on where they were voting on redistricting the state, and then some states obviously did it
Specifically
to
Tennessee and Florida and Louisiana.
right to kind of screw over or not give the black population representation. They tried
So
to do the same thing in California, but it worked the opposite. It worked really
yeah.
well. So
So can we thumbtack that? And I don't mean to get go on this rant, but I'm just it's like, dude, all right, let's go back to Reconstruction. We had like 24 black representatives in Congress, which is I'm talking out of hundreds, right? And
mhm.
then after everything was done, went back to zero, right? And then after that, right after the civil rights era, I want to say we had like 11, and then before this rollback happened, literally 12.5% of Congress was people of color. 12.5%. You are that angry about 12.5% of Congress. You still got the majority of Congress. So my thing is,
Super majority.
yeah, like 12.5%. That includes blacks, Latinos, Asians, LGBTQ, just 12.5%. 12.5% of these people having representation made you that angry. Now, keep in mind, most of these people trying to roll it back are in their like 70s and 80s and
Yeah.
60s. These are all people that should just go sit down and eat pudding anyway, right? So at the end of the day, I agree with Ryan Clark and a few others. I said, like, listen, I would starve every major. If I'm a parent, I'm getting on the phone. Do not send your kids to any institution to play sports in Tennessee, Florida, Louisiana, or anywhere else that redistricting. Starve them out. You know what I mean? Starve those programs out. So that means University of Tennessee, Memphis, Middle Tennessee. So we're not doing it nowhere. I just wouldn't like, because the thing is, the only thing people understand is money. They don't understand nothing else. You can protest, you can bitch and moan, but once their pockets get, ask Target. Target lost what? What did they lose? They lost $12 billion in 4 months, and their CEO had to get his salary cut by 43%.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
I
Well,
agree with you.
yeah, so that's the message. He argued that black athletes should not use their talents
You affect
to
that bottom
generate
line.
billions in revenue for states, specifically mentioning southern states in the SEC,
You affect
that
that bottom line. You get some
simultaneously,
change.
yep, that
Hmm.
simultaneously engage in political actions that disenfranchise black communities. And so some people, it definitely created a buzz with many supporting the call for athletes to use their leverage, while others argue that it asks young athletes to sacrifice their career opportunities for political causes. I think there's enough places to go to though where you know they should be able to find um like a position, but also once you do that and the dollar is the bottom line, they'll get their act together in the other
Good
states.
thing.
That definitely
Well,
motivate them
see,
to
here's
do
the
that.
thing. Here's the thing, though, right? It's like the only way that works is if you have solidarity. That's the
Hmm.
only way it works.
Yeah.
But
If
that's
you
what I
don't get
said. I would get on the phone with other parents and begin that, because here's the thing. There is more than enough JUCOs, more than enough uh, NAIA schools, D1, D2, FCS, FBS teams for all of these kids to go and get their opportunities to ball, right? There's more than enough places for them. Like the schools in those particular states, those 3 or 4 states where they're doing it heavy, right? Um, they would suffer. The rest of college athletics would not suffer, because it's like, man, we don't know why y'all can't get athletes. People are going to keep watching. It doesn't matter. They're going to keep watching. These kids are going to get their opportunity. Like, listen, because the thing is, um, you can get just as much burn if you're a baller at what's the school, Immaculate Word, or Illinois State, or Montana State. If you're a baller, you're a baller, and the call's coming. It don't matter if you ball, you get the call. It
I
doesn't matter where you balling from.
I think what's going to make it hard is, I agree with Carla, CEO, that there has to be everyone has to agree, right? And then
Well,
also
the
with
everyone
only
doesn't have
way
NIL,
for
to
that to
agree.
work is
well,
Enough
solidarity.
people
solidarity,
have to
solidarity.
agree.
Enough
En-
people, correct. But with NIL and you dangle it in somebody's face, they're gonna be
I
like, you
was
know
about to
what?
say.
I gotta do what's best for my family right now. We're in the
I was going to
projects.
say,
We're
but let
starving.
if they go a year without getting any black athletes, and then the next season comes around and they pitch everything they can at one or two to get them, and they're
Mhm.
able to get them, all of a sudden that all goes out the window.
you know exactly. Well, I'll say
Back
Yeah,
this.
to everyon has to be on the same page. We
Hold on,
got
hold on, hold on.
solidarity
But
to
I'll say
cause.
this.
right.
I'll say this.
That's so tough
The vast
nowadays. There's so many
majority of
selfish
these
people.
kids, and
Yes.
ill, you can vouch, because you've seen it. Like, listen, I've did a couple kids recruit. The vast majority of these kids are not coming from the conditions that we came from,
No, not
right?
at all.
True.
They're not.
True.
They're not. Listen, and let me just. I'm a stats guy. Right now, 46% of these kids are being raised in two-parent, middle income homes. A lot of these kids aren't coming from, and a lot of them are being raised in single parent middle income homes. So they're not coming. A lot of them not coming from the destitution that we came from. Right, so they're not starved out and, oh, I got to do what I got to do for my family. A lot of that, they just trying to get the biggest bag that they can get.
No, 100%. So, I
I
mean,
mean, it could work if enough people rally them, and I mean, and these are young people.
but
that
that
they're
takes
And I
asking.
won't even say I won't even say, the majority, but you're gonna have to get enough 5 and 4 star recruits to agree to
mhm.
do that,
Yeah.
to make some noise, to really
Well,
get
here's
them
my
to
thing
think.
too. It's going to take the guidance of elders, right? Because these young kids
Mhm.
don't care. They're gonna be like, man, I'm going where I want to go. And it's gonna take
Yeah.
somebody to be like, no. So it has to start with the coaches and the parents who are handling the recruiting. Like, no, y'all, because I would be the first to be like, man, I'm sorry, coach, but y'all off my list because of the state that y'all in. Like, and anybody that knows me knows that I'm very comfortable being a no in a room full of yeses or a yes in a
Mhm.
room full of no's. And I stand on it and fight everybody in the room with fist or anything else. That's just how I'm cut. So unfortunately, a lot of other people aren't.
Mm.
Like there's so many selfish people in this world. All it takes
Oh, for
is
sure.
the all it takes is a set of Ferrari keys in front of a kid's face, and
Oh, for sure.
he's jumping.
For sure.
Like it just
But me, I'm just not of the mind like of it being impossible. And I think
oh
in this
no.
in this climate, these type of things have to happen because when they send clear messages, you have to send clear messages back.
No, 100%. And my only thing
True.
is this:
True.
it's definitely it would definitely be a necessary move. But my thing is always this: how will you replace the like you said the carrot to dangle? Who's going to step up and hey, you guys could just come here, we'll pay you the same. Because
Mhm.
if you answer that part of the equation, they don't. These kids don't care where they ball at, man.
No, they
They
don't
not.
care. They,
True.
and they don't care about the politics. But
Nope.
because
They
right
don't.
now, they don't care about the future. And I'm gonna keep it real with you. I didn't start caring about most of this shit till I was like 36. You know, I mean, I was like,
Facts.
oh, that's how that works. You
I'm
know,
not voting. I'm not voting.
right? But in the meantime, I was partying and bullshitting like everybody else.
Yes.
And that's why I said it's going to take the leadership and the guidance of people older because these kids aren't going to be like, I'm going to stand on that. But it could because think about that. Most movements, damn near every movement that changed anything
Starts with young people.
was the youth doing it. So
Yes.
let
I
the older
mean,
people
think
in it.
about how much of a jolt it was when Prime and Shadur and Shiloh turned up Jackson State, and it seemed like, hey, this could work. And then they literally were being robbed by the HBCUs, which
Which
was
was
Yep.
crazy.
like certain stuff just has to be off limits for the
Mm.
revolution to matter, man. You know what I'm
And that's
saying? Like
the problem. Nothing is off limits anymore.
nothing is off limits, and especially with our people, nothing is off limits, bro. Everybody will crash out at the drop of a dime. Screw the cause, screw revolution. I got to get mine. That's the
And like
mindset
literally, he
I'm
was
just like
turning them
kids today.
up, making their money, and they was robbing the university blind while Prime was there, just
I'm
like, oh, we get the money. And he like, look, ask me how much we got. Well, they got paid that. Ask how much the university got. It was crazy, bro.
Oh,
Mm.
they was raking it in.
like
They
and
never
like
they
one
never
of
sold
the
that much merch ever.
one of
Mhm.
the quotes that has always stuck in my mind was OJ when he goes, "I'm not black, I'm OJ," and it's like all you need is enough. All you need is enough athletes that
Enough of
have
that.
that mentality, and it's out the
Facts, brother.
window.
Facts.
So what do we
Facts.
do? So we asked the
I
okay.
wonder if
So
I could
let's
get
say
away with that in like regular forms of life. I'm
I'm
not
not
black.
black.
I'm
I'm
OJ.
OJ.
I'm
Okay.
OJ. Shit.
Boy.
I'm going to the grocery store tomorrow. Just grab a cart full of shit and just walk out. Whenever they ask, hey, what are you doing? I'm not black. I'm OJ.
Let me know how that
Okay.
worked out.
Right.
So
Right.
And
I'm
listen,
gonna cash
and
up all
one of
y'all
the
tonight my bail money so y'all could just
most
bail me out
prolific
because that's how it's gonna work.
prolific
We'll
bars
come
ever.
get
I'm
you.
not black. I'm OJ. Okay, you.
Okay.
That
Okay.
Well, you
was
gonna go to
okay.
jail like you was with that Bronco and
You
Al.
Yep.
you go to jail
Oh
tonight.
man.
Okay. So we asked the kids, right? The kids to do that. What about the the coaches that are black, the trainers that are black? Do we ask
Same
them?
Every
rules
day.
apply.
Same. You
So they
got
I'm
leave.
what?
not
I would
black.
say
I'm OJ.
when's the last time one
Right.
of these when's the last time one of these schools hired a black coach?
That is a great question, Gavin. That is a
Like,
That's
great question.
true. But
like
Like
they
that's
have
like
that's
other
not
it's
even.
they
not
have
like
other black
they
employees there
yeah,
that are,
it's not like they
coordinators.
lining up to hire black coaches.
I mean, that's true too.
Like,
But they have
and so I'm like,
trainers. They have
oh
black
yeah,
staff.
there's definitely, but it's not like any but like none of them are getting the head coaching job. If
No.
anything, the most of the what I've seen on, especially with those southern schools, or it's like the strength and conditioning coaches, or the
Yeah.
or something along the lines of like
Linebackers coach.
linebackers coach,
Running
uh,
backs.
running backs, wide receivers coach, and that's about it. And then they move and get a different job coaching somewhere else. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so I don't even. That's tough because all of those schools are so pure crystal white
Yeah.
with how they're ran.
What color is that exactly? Pure, pure
Meth,
crystal
Crystal.
white.
methamphetamine,
Yeah.
right?
I'm talking about,
That's
well,
a
because
good
I'm sitting
point.
here and I'm
He's
like,
like the purest of the pure.
White as the snow.
well,
on the
because I'm sitting here, I'm like,
Alpine
because
Mountains.
I'm. Look, I'm just sitting here. I'm thinking about the states that are down there, and the first person I'm thinking about is like, okay, I'm like a school like Arkansas, Bill
Yeah.
Clinton, someone that looks like that,
Yeah.
because he's been on their board. He was part of their athletic directing department for a while, like back in the 80s and 90s. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's just
People
what
who
he
look
like.
exactly like that.
Bingo,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
bingo.
Well, I mean, and to be on those boards, I don't know if it's like an actual rule, but it feels like you have to have a
Oh,
lot of
it's an
money and
unspoken. It's an unspoken rule. Like, yeah, no, I
Very much
mean,
so.
So that's so interesting. I mean, it would say
We shall
something
see.
if they could pull it
We'll see if
off.
it builds into a movement. We'll see what
Yeah,
happens.
Yep.
yeah,
Liz, keep an eye on it for us.
it will. I like my updates,
I
right?
mean, it was wild as and just before we close that topic out, what's wild is you're gonna have so much infighting right in your own
Mhm.
backyard. The Whitlocks, the Whitlocks of the
Oh,
Joy
world,
Not
Taylor's.
him.
the Joy.
We're gonna get through a segment without his damn name coming up. I swear.
I mean, anytime there's an opportunity to mention the coon, there's Whitlock. He's
right,
gonna
right.
he's gonna get that shine on our show. So
Absolutely.
yeah, he's oh my goodness, he's about as righteous as a Tom and Jerry cartoon in the 40s.
He's so heavenly bound, he's no earthly good.
Right.
100%.
That
Right.
is a good one. All right. Okay. So speaking of updates, this is a real quick one. So TMZ reported that Rossini and her husband were seen kissing on Mother's Day. I didn't. There was no picture that was shared, but ooh, maybe they're staying together. Who knows?
Her poor husband.
I
Her
know.
I
poor
just want to
Well,
husband.
point
well,
out
well,
that
well.
we're gonna be the first to report because at some point it's gonna come out. It's gonna come
Well,
out who the source is. The
well,
Yes.
source is somebody that knows them.
that knows them.
Yes.
Well, but maybe the spouses were in on it the whole time. Maybe they was
I
wife
w-
swapping.
Like,
I was
Spouse
he's
swapping.
thinking that. I was
just
thinking that.
he's
Because
just sitting in the
ain't no
corner
way
the whole time. Like,
that after you get caught doing all this, you dressed up with me out on Mother's Day, and listen, uh, I know you've been brushing your teeth with something else, and I'm just kissing you in your
Oh
mouth.
my
Nah,
god.
that's
nah.
where our mind immediately went down. Like, it's so foul.
Right, right. See, but you see, as
Oh.
men, that's the first place our mind go. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
You
you've
know,
you've been brushing your breath with something that's not mine, right?
before
So
before we came on, I did mention that to me, the husband kind of looks like Vrabel, so they kind of have a type, right?
yeah, I'm
Or
sure
she
he
she
has
she
time.
has a type.
She has a
But
type.
yeah, so interesting. Yeah, that I mean, from what this came out when like a month ago, if that,
Because
and
think
then it's
about it.
Mother's Day.
Just think back to the
Like,
CEO and like that
she's lost her
VP
job since
who
then.
got right.
Yeah,
But think about this. the CEO and that VP who got caught on the kiss
Yes.
cam, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
Like their
At the concert.
spouses so quickly filed for divorce, it wasn't even funny. They were done,
Quick,
right? They were
fast,
done.
and in a hurry.
And
Right.
this is, I'm like, something different is happening here.
Yeah, because that
Right.
spouse is
Oh,
working like nothing happened, and that's why I said
Right.
maybe they was
Yeah.
doing one big
they
wife
might.
wife swap
They might be
for a husband.
swinging, or they be swinging. Maybe
Yep.
like
There you
I
go.
you know how it is, especially around that super uber famous echelon. Like you don't even got to be in that uber famous. Like we're talking about. I mean, Variable is on that next like level of like fame because he's on the sidelines. You hear him, you see him
Right.
all the time.
Right.
But like, unless you're involved with sports media, you don't really know her to like. It's not
Correct.
like she's A list.
Right.
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 But even then, it's still in this fame, like that famous
I
culture
got it.
of being famous. Like, who knows what
Yeah.
they got going on? Swinging around, know what's going. Like, homie could be
I
sitting in the
just pictured
corner.
them from the
Like,
chandeliers.
Like-
they getting they Will and Jada on.
Oh, swinging
Whole bunch
around
of
off the
entanglements.
chandeliers.
Whole
Because I
bunch of
just, I mean, like
entanglements.
that's what I think
Entanglements.
about. Is
Hey,
when we think
listen.
about like highly public couples, like if they get caught cheating, like that one scenario, like within a week, both of their spouses were done. They were like, file for divorce, we're
Yep.
out.
And neither one of these people's spouses are done. And
Exactly.
dude just
That's
out,
my point.
just busting her down like she wasn't brushing
Yeah.
her teeth.
Vrabel was out shopping at the airport for a gift for his wife.
Oh, she's getting an airport gift?
for
No.
gift, that's fucking hilarious.
Oh shit! It's Mother's Day. Let me get her this.
Hey,
gift.
hey,
Oh man.
hey,
I guess
Ill.
it's the thought that counts, right?
Exactly.
Hey, Ill. That Jada Kiss line comes
Not
to
when you make
mind.
that
I
much
hope you
money.
ain't tongue kissing your spouse.
Oh God. Oh Lord.
I'm like, when
Yeah.
you make NFL head coach money, an airport gift ain't shit. I'm sorry,
Airport
it doesn't
gift.
matter.
Airport
No,
gift
listen.
is wild, man.
Hey, listen. Remember when Kobe did what he did? Boy, old girl got the biggest rock ever.
She did.
He went
went on a
Yes.
he
diamond
went and
shopping
got a
spree.
he went to the mines in South Africa and
He did.
Yep.
Found his
with a
own cologne.
pickaxe and found a blood diamond the
Yes.
Wasn't
size
it
of
really
Found
like
the rarest of rare.
Shaq's
6 or
fist.
7 carats or something?
Yeah.
Like she couldn't
was
even hold her
such a-
hand up without her
Yeah, it was
arm
crazy.
falling. That mother was so
When he was
big.
doing the press conference, she was
Yeah.
sitting there with her hand like this.
She like, oh, somebody got to hold my hand. She had to hire somebody to hold her hand up.
Oh my goodness, that's
Crazy.
crazy.
And that's how you do it.
That's how you redeem infidelity in the form of a gift.
Yeah. If you're
Not-
going to do it in the form of a gift, that's how you do it.
That's how you do
Yeah.
it. Not no
Don't
damn.
bring fucking flowers. Don't buy no airport
Yeah.
gift.
And,
Yeah,
and,
definitely-
and gentlemen,
definitely
don't have all the video photographic evidence either. Kobe
Yeah, that's
didn't
what I'm
have
Feel
like.
me?
I'm like, this is so
Hey,
messy because they got pictures of them wrapped around each other on
Yes.
boats and shit,
Oh, man.
and like,
Boats and
listen.
hoes.
I just said in a thread about them, I said, hey, if you are cheating, outside is not your friend.
No.
Stay in the house, man.
Stay
Y'all-
inside. Listen, she
And then
go there,
nowadays,
you pull up, or you go there and she pull up. Y'all meet in that do. One of y'all leave first, then the other one leave, and shit. You risking
but,
it there
but
because this
they,
camera's in the
they
hallway.
tried
Figure your
that.
schedule
Remember?
out.
They tried that because they were at a
The
hotel,
hotel.
that
hotel.
neither one of them was staying at. Remember, what's his name
Right.
was like 2 hours away.
They got
She-
photographed outside. That's why I said outside.
Jay's point is
Outside.
Jay's
Together.
point is stay your ass in the room.
As the young
Right.
kids
Don't
nowadays
go out
say,
the room.
Staying together.
Don't go out to the pool.
Nope.
Like,
True.
don't go down to the
They-
casino
They were
floor.
chilling.
They should go to the Cypress. You don't even have to go outside.
Right. You don't even have
They
to
were
go
just chilling.
outside. You go
They
to
got
the
a pool
snooty
inside.
fox.
right.
They-
Go to
they-
the
yeah.
city.
I'm like,
Shoot, even the Poconos has a fucking tub.
bro, even
Right.
Vegas. You can go to Vegas and get a room with a hot tub in your room. Like, you go to the Luxor, they got it in there. You don't have to leave. I'm so confused. Like,
Oh my
you all
God.
both make enough money.
Y'all
Right.
There's
wanna
no
be on
reason.
camera? Why Watch yourself. The
anything can be
cigarettes and the
delivered,
Poconos got mirrors on the ceiling. So there you go.
And
and anything can be delivered nowadays. You really don't have to be
true,
outside.
At all.
Hmm.
At
true,
all. At all.
true.
Like,
Not one
All
bit.
right. Well, nice segment, Liz.
No, I'm not done. Hold on. I got a little
Oh,
bonus. I got a
wait.
little
All
bonus.
right.
we got one more.
She's like, we're
Okay,
not
I got a little
done.
bonus.
We're not
So, as
done.
you know, or maybe you don't know, I am my day job is bilingual speech language pathologist, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right? And
Do you know I had to look that up when I saw your text? I'm sorry. I did not
you're
mean to
like,
cut
what
you
is
off. I
this?
had to
No,
look
that's
that up.
okay.
I was like, what?
So we're healthcare professionals, allied health, and we evaluate, diagnose, and treat children and or adults. I treat the babies. I like the children, um, with disorders affecting their speech, language, and communication. Right. So this month is National Speech Language Hearing Month, and so it's just to promote like our profession and what we do. And so, since now we're podcasters and we use our voice, I thought it would be a good idea to let you know about vocal hygiene and our viewers are as well, especially if you use your voice in like your job, which I think most of us do. But some voice roles would be like voice actors, audiobook narrators, radio announcers, TV news reporters, podcasters, singers, rappers, public speakers, teachers, of course, and yeah. So there's a thing that's called vocal hygiene. And let's see. So some of the things you should avoid, or the vocal hygiene is used to take care of your voice, right? So avoid yelling. So and that's going to be really hard. I know when football starts and we tend to yell at the TV.
Yeah, I don't know how well that was going to go over, but okay.
Right.
Right, right.
I'm about
So
to
for I
be
think right now we're okay.
football
Let's
season. I'm about to be
I'm
vocally
like,
musty.
I
I
might have my
know,
Skip Bayless on. I don't know what.
right.
Yelling.
So concentrate on a good breath support, right? Let's see. Keep your neck and jaw relaxed as possible while you speak. Avoid clearing your throat. So doing that actually hurts your vocal cords, especially if you do it a lot. Eventually, and it really, I did it one time because I felt like something was not, anyway. So, and I really hurt my vocal cords. Like it was painful. So don't do that. And then keep your throat moist. So stay. I
Oh,
know. I know.
We're just
I'm
going to
sorry.
just let that
that's
go. Keep going,
great.
Liz. Keep going.
Freaky Sean, is that you?
Keep going, Liz.
I knew that was
Keep
gonna
going.
happen, but it is
Oh,
actually it is one of the most important things. So like, stay hydrated. If you're gonna
yeah.
do some speaking, chew some gum, or not chew gum while you're speaking, but like eat a heart candy because that'll get your salivating glands going and it'll help with you know you
It
know
just keep getting worse.
Rest your voice. So this is also very important. Rest your voice, especially when you're ill or tired. I think a lot of us try to talk while we're sick, and we don't see our voice as an extension of our body. So definitely, when you're sick, rest everything, including your voice. Oh, and I know CO is not gonna like this one, but limit your intake of caffeinated beverages. Reduce or quit smoking. Avoid smoke-filled environments, and of course, alcohol dehydrates, so it dries out your vocal cords.
You lost me at the last one. Okay.
I know,
She
but
lost me off. Yum.
oh, I know. So those are just some ways that you guys or we can take care of our voices now that we are podcasting. Yay! And that's all I have for this week.
Yay. It is not a weird
Awesome.
segment. You'll have to watch the other part.
Yeah,
That's Will's boy.
I'm gonna try to practice as much vocal hygiene as possible.
You should. The number
No,
one thing. The number one thing you could do is just drink a lot of water too.
you know,
That
you know,
that
it
Well,
was
that I do.
crazy
So
when I was an artist and I was doing R&B. She's like, Jay, you got to pick one or the other. You got to smoke or you got to drink. And I've always been more of a drinker than a smoker, so it was the smoking stopped, and I stuck with alcohol. So that was it.
well,
Like,
and actually, if you got to choose, smoking is actually worse than alcohol for your vocal cords.
The
Absolutely.
trees are damn green in Eugene. I can't.
I
I
know.
can't.
I
Yeah,
there's a
know.
lot of green ones in Chicago too.
yeah, it's not. You say, hey, not just the
So
grass. You
okay,
said the trees.
so then here would be your alternate would be can you do edibles instead of smoking?
It
'Cause
ain't the
it's the
same.
actual smoke. It's not the same.
I know.
Okay, I'm
Everyone who
trying.
smokes
Like,
knows it just
yeah, it's
ain't the
not hitting the
same.
same.
Hey, look. Hey,
I
Game
gotta
was like,
eat a gummy, wait 2 hours. Like, nah.
Oh my god, yeah, those edibles are dangerous because then you're like, I don't feel nothing. I don't
So I'm
feel
saying,
nothing. Then all of a sudden
wait
you're
two
like,
hours. Yeah.
Liz, you and Jay do remember, right?
I
yeah.
remember.
The next thing you know, you trying to mop the concrete walkway. You know.
Who?
Yep.
So nah, I'm
Yep.
good.
Theo or me? I don't remember.
Me and then the next day we were still like, oh my god.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And you know
Yeah.
that was my exit from
Yes.
ever being high again.
Yes.
I'm cool.
Jabari. Hey, what happened to our phone number? We didn't put it up this week?
Hey, you've had some great experiences hanging out with me.
I have.
Oh, for
I've
sure.
had some great experiences being high. I just don't do it no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, things feel different to me now than they did in my youth. Remember, we used to
Yeah.
burn it
And
at
Liz,
both
don't you
ends.
remember
We'd
where
be out.
we were like, I just had 3 of these. I don't feel a thing.
Oh my God. Yes. I've made that mistake
Next
more
thing
than
you know,
once.
you on the floor flapping your wings,
Yeah.
wondering why you can't fly.
I
You know,
I remember my
so, nah, I'm
sister,
good.
she used to be a big weed smoker, my sister, and she made brownies one time and I was like, I don't feel nothing. I still don't feel nothing. Oh, that
Dun
was like,
dun
Oh no, you
it
dun.
was
Boy,
heavy.
don't.
boy, she was
It
high
was
as
bad.
giraffe ass.
I was, and
Literally.
so, but yeah, so
It's
if
kicked
it's
in
an
like
alternative,
Yep.
right,
Yes.
it's an alternative if you're okay with doing the edibles versus the smoking because it's the smoke that is
Hmm.
actually bad
Hey,
for you, right?
hey,
But drink water,
Gab was
counteract
like,
it with
yeah. Hey,
water.
Gab was like, yeah, fuck that. I'm firing up.
No, I'll drink water. I'll drink water, but I'm still sparking up. I can't. Yeah,
Okay,
nah.
well there you go.
Nah.
Hey, we
There
all
you
got
go.
our something, man.
That's true. That's true.
He needs some milk.
But
All
yeah,
right.
there you go.
Now,
That's all I have for out of bounds.
good segment.
good
Good
Nice
stuff.
segment.
Good
job.
stuff.
And we will start practicing vocal hygiene and
Hygiene.
keeping our vocal cords moist.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't know about all that.
That being said, let's
Oh,
see
That's
what's going on in the wonderful
such a
world of the
sensitive
National
word,
Football
dog.
League.
It's so funny.
Oh my
Moist.
god. And then it has to do
yeah,
with your
please,
throat.
please reel up. Reel up.
So let's see what's going on in the wonderful world of the National Football League.
Hey.
Gotta get on your job, tell them haters get on your job, nigga. Motivation, nigga get on your job, tell them haters get on your job, nigga. Motivation, haters better get on your job, tell them haters get on your job, nigga. It's motivation. Suck a nigga, get on your job. If you hatin', get on your job, nigga. You can look me in my eyes, see I'm ready for whatever. Anything don't kill me, make me better. I ain't dead, nigga. You can take the fame and the cheddar.
NFL fire!
Woo
Let's
woo.
get it.
All right. One of my favorite things in the world to talk about, the NFL. So first, I think I need to tell our viewers what we decided after we got off air last week. Is with the exception of the schedule release, which we're going to talk about next week, we decided that we were going to cover each division and talk about all 4 teams, what we think their projected record may be, key offseason additions they've made, key players they've lost, who do we think's on the hot seat. And we're just going to go division by division because what do we do at the Game Winning Drive podcast? We talk football, not just a few teams, but all the teams.
All the
So
teams.
we decided to start with the AFC East. How
AFC.
Lizzie and I and Jay and Liz, we've been kind of looking at stats and the teams. And so I actually don't think that there's another division where the gap is as far as it is between the top 2 teams in the division and the bottom teams. What do
The
you
the
think? I
the
can't think of
parity
another
of
division.
the parity in this division is wild in comparison to the rest of the league. there's no other league, there's no other division that matches how separated even all four of these teams, but specifically the top two and the bottom two, like you said.
Yes, the
Yeah, I
talent
mean,
gap is massive. You've
the
got like the
gap is
Patriots
insane.
and the Bills, and
The
then you've got the
Bills
Jets and the Dolphins.
You
and the
got two teams that are
Dolphins.
going to be competing for the first pick in the draft,
That's a fact.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
and you got two teams that are going to
Yep.
be competing for the AFC crown.
That is correct.
Yep.
Same
Like,
And
division.
that's just
Super
like
Bowl, and Super Bowl contenders.
exactly that's what I'm saying. Like we got two teams in this division that could potentially win the AFC and go and be the team representing the AFC in the Super Bowl. And you've got two teams that are lucky to win 3 games.
And the
Dang.
Jets.
Hey,
We're gonna
before we
talk
get
about that.
before we get into any of this, I just want to shout out CJ Gardner Johnson's agent because the money that they paid him, oh my God, like for 1 year. I'm
Six
like, did
million.
y'all see him? Yeah, he was a great ball hawk, but Romeo Dobbs had his way with him every time we
It
played.
was
It was like
horrible.
nobody was covering. I mean, all you saw was that Guardian cap catching passes and CJ Gardner Johnson over here just getting shook out of shoes.
And now both of those players are in the same division, so they'll be seeing
Yep.
each other twice a
Yep.
year again.
Here we go.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Do we want to
So that
start
should be
with Do we want to start with Buffalo, or do we want to start? Who do we want to start?
Yeah, I already got Buffalo pulled up.
Let's start with Buffalo.
Let's go Buffalo.
Dub
You guys want to
Bills.
go? You got to start with the biggest part of the Bills, which is their quarterback, their MVP, their perennial MVP candidate, Josh Allen.
Mhm.
Yes.
From the
AIDS.
University of Wyoming.
Whew. I mean, I just expect him to have another crazy year. They gave him, they got him some more weapons. They were able to go out and get some wide
Yeah.
receivers for him.
I
Let's
think
just run
DJ
through
Moore is going to be a really good pickup for them.
That's big. That's big. So let's just run through what the projected starting offense is real quick. We're looking at Josh Allen behind center, James Cook as the starting running back, DJ Moore as wide receiver 1, Josh Palmer 2, and then a mixture between Keon Coleman and Khalil Shakir at wide receiver 3. With McCole Hardman
I'm
also
rooting for
able to, and then also McCole Hardman being able to come in on sub packages as just a straight burner over the top threat, because Josh Allen's got the arm to throw 70 yards.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm digging the reworked receiver room.
So last year, their record was 12-5.
hmm
I fully expect them to do that and better this year, and here's why. So last year they had a fairly difficult schedule, but everybody's talking about the Bears because everybody knows the Bears has strength of schedule. They sit in that top spot. But you know who's number 2? The Dolphins. So and then the Patriots in terms of their strength of schedule, and then the Bills. So I expect the Bills to win at least 13 games this year.
Okay.
Yeah, the
I can
football
see
guys
it.
rewarded them with that schedule for sure. With the
Yeah.
strength of schedule for sure.
I'm curious to see what type of steps their defense takes, because that's been their major question mark for this team. Like Josh Allen, James Cook can keep that offense churning and scoring points. Can they stop anybody?
Yeah, they could. The problem was they couldn't stop anybody.
Jay, what do you and Will and Cozy think about Bradley Chubb? So they signed him.
They signed him to line up with Rousseau and Ed Oliver on the front line.
Yeah.
I think it's a great pickup. I think they should have a better defense this year than because last year it was like no matter how well the offense played, the problem was the defense.
Like, let's
Yeah.
just look at
Oh yeah.
And then don't forget the 2 draft additions as well. With
Mhm.
TJ Parker. on the
TJ
edge
Parker.
And,
Yeah.
and Davison and Igbenison.
Bignesson, yep. Cornerback.
Mhm.
So,
He's
And then
tall.
Geno Stone at safety.
That was a big
yeah,
pickup. That brings a
from
veteran
Baltimore.
safety to come in.
Absolutely.
hmm
They should be way more solid on defense. Like I expect the offense to be a little better than that, but they should be way more solid on defense this year.
Let's see. Their offensive
And that's
line
really
looks.
been their problem, right? That's why they've
Yeah.
lost. in the
Yeah,
Yeah, you
playoffs.
can't.
It hasn't been there. I mean, Josh Allen's played well in the except
Look,
for
look,
last year.
you can put up a million points if you can't stop nobody from scoring. It
but it
don't
doesn't
matter.
matter. Like, because
Defense
Exactly.
every
wins.
playoff team can score.
Yeah. Listen,
Correct.
offense wins games, defense wins championships.
You know it.
Mhm.
So
So let's look at so they lose Joey Bosa in this offseason, along with Taron Johnson and Taylor Rapp and Darnell Savage. But on the defensive side, they're able to pick up Bradley Chubb, Geno Stone, C.J. Garner Johnson, D. Alford, and then, like you said, T.J. Parker and Igbinosun on the out of the draft.
They gained more
talk
than they
about
lost by a long
robbery.
shot.
Shout out to
I
CJ
agree.
Gardner Johnson.
I think they actually. I think they win the AFC East this year.
You think
Yeah,
so?
I agree.
That's my pick for the AFC East winner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
How do you think
I'm
they're
still
they're,
floored
they're
at the money. I'm floored.
yeah? C.J. Garner Johnson got paid.
I'm floored.
He got paid. He had it coming off of a good
Listen,
season.
leave
He
that
came
man
off
alone. He making his money.
He
Yeah.
robbed them
It's the
people
fact-
with no gun.
It's the fact that that man has been in the headlines for that exact type of thing for years. He's been bounced around team to team. He played on the Eagles. Everybody, it seemed like, on that team hated him.
Yeah, they hated him on
but
the
we
Eagles side.
love them
Like-
here. We love them here. It's just the coverage
You didn't
was
have the
lackluster.
spot.
But he's going to get you some ints though. He's gonna jump a couple routes and he's going to get you the ball. But his coverage skills leave some things to be desired.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. His coverage has deteriorated. His coverage skills, and coming out of Florida, he's
a problem.
a pretty explosive athlete too, man. Like, I don't know when he got that damn slow.
You know, you only need to lose.
I think it
a
was-
second, bro.
That's a
I
fact.
think it was. I watched the drop off when he was in Houston.
Yeah, that's where it started.
That was a while ago.
Hmm.
Because it
And
was
that
Eagles,
ball
then
committed
Houston,
robbery
and then
ever
in
since.
Chicago. Yep.
Well, he was with the Saints, the Eagles, the Lions,
hmm
the Eagles, and the Texans again. So,
The Eagles
so
and then
you
the Texans.
you noticed him starting to decline last year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or the year before that, specifically, because last year he was with the Bears.
Yeah, it was.
So the year he was
Okay.
in Houston.
And the interceptions kept him exciting, but I was watching the covers like, man, this man out here
And-
getting cooked.
Like I said, and so I watched him heavily in those games with the Lions and the Eagles, being a Niners fan, and so I play him in the playoffs. And I watched Brandon Ayuk get loose on CJ, and that was back where we had him. So like, I'm just like you guys said, coverage skills a lot to be desired, but he makes a lot of impact plays. Like when we played
Yeah.
the Eagles regular season, he had a pick against Brock, and then once the team was able to scheme and see how he played, we were like Niners. Kyle Shanahan was fooling him in coverage left and right.
Okay.
Oh, we know what it's like to see him get picked on for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
trust me.
Well, I think one thing is clear. The Bills are definitely in win now mode.
Oh,
Oh
100%.
yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
Who's the?
They are in win now mode. You
You better
fired
be
your
with a
coach.
quarterback like that.
Yeah,
This is a do or die season for them too, like with Josh Allen. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
because it's like, dude, like there's no way you should have that quarterback and you're not, you don't have a ring yet. So it's kind of like Super Bowl or bust for them right now.
yeah.
100%.
He's got to get over the hump, man. Get his team to the Super Bowl. This their year. This
Yep.
got to be the year for them.
100%.
And he don't
All
have
right.
no excuses, coach. He loaded.
Nope.
All right,
Cozy, who's up
Miami
next?
Dolphins. The Dolphins.
Let's go Miami. We'll go from first to worst. We'll go Miami Dolphins here. We got big key addition. We got big key addition of Malik Willis. He was the big free agent quarterback in this cycle. Yeah, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at with that too. He was the desirable quarterback for any quarterback needy teams.
Mm.
Well,
because he was the only one that
he
didn't
got he
require a
got
trade.
hey, he had a good audition in Green Bay, which got
Yep,
him this job. So I'm not counting him out yet because it's Miami. He could look
and
super
it,
there because it's Miami.
and it was a great and his time in Green Bay was a great reset and refresh
Yeah.
from what his time in Tennessee was.
Yes, he was. Which
Correct.
I knew he wasn't going to work out there when they drafted him.
I
I'm
mean, that
like,
was
yeah,
just
that ain't gonna work.
They
And
made
here's the thing.
they made the mistake there. First of all, playing them behind. Is that guy even still in the league?
Oh,
He was started for Tennessee.
I
Second
know
round
who you're
pick.
talking about. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Will Levis.
Will Levis, Mayo Man.
Yeah,
The Mayo Man is
yeah.
crazy.
Bro, how are you gonna be that white and then do a good foods like mayonnaise commercial? That is absolutely insane to me. As a white dude, you don't do that. That is so
That's
horrible.
funny.
That is so bad.
ooh. Okay, I want to come back to that question. We're don't see it yet. We're going to come back to that question.
All right.
So here's
Yeah.
the thing about the Dolphins. So last year their record was 7-10. And then when I saw they've got the second toughest schedule behind strength of schedule behind the Bears, I'm like, they'll be lucky if they win 2 games.
Oh
Well, and they're
yeah.
also
Yeah,
saying, yeah, this is a reset year for them. A lot of people are saying.
This is a
So
hard
that,
reset.
Oh, they're
uh-huh.
gonna get smacked around a
well,
lot this
That's
season.
what I'm saying. Yeah,
like
so I'm not expecting a lot from
you lose so much this season. And
them.
not even
Yeah.
just a quarterback because I think you lost your quarterback 2 3 years ago personally, but like you lose both of your star wide receivers. They're gone.
Yikes.
Yeah, and so who is Malik Willis or Quinn going to throw to?
Um, um,
Right.
Tutu
Jalen
Atwell
Tolbert, Tutu Atwell,
and Malik Watson.
Malik Washington, and Greg Dulcich. Greg Dulcich is the top receiving threat in Miami.
Jay, Liz,
Mm,
I want to revise my estimate. They might be lucky to win one
Win
game.
one game.
I don't
yeah.
think they win any games.
Because
Ooh.
not
That's
only does
They go
crazy.
that,
0-7.
I
not
mean,
0 and
only
18.
so they only won 3 this last year,
No,
and
no,
now
last
they're
year they were
gonna
7-10.
0 and
oh
they were
yeah,
17.
7
that's
and
right. They
10.
were 7-10. I'm
Okay,
sorry, the
look.
Jets only won 3. You were
Question:
7.
Who
So
do
they
y'all
were.
think the better quarterback is, Quinn Ewers or Malik Willis?
I like yours.
I
So
like
do I.
Willis personally. I like
Okay.
Willis just simply because of his dual threat ability.
Yeah, I
Yeah, he
think
does
Ewers.
have a good
I think Ewers is the better bet to me, but that's just me.
mm.
Really?
I will
I
go.
think Willis is the more exciting one to watch.
Yeah.
Wait, let me ask you this. Who do you think has the higher ceiling?
I'm still going to go with Quinn Ewers.
Yep.
He's got more
Okay.
potential because he's younger, but in that sense. But I'm still going Malik Willis just with the broad sense of things he can do.
I just don't
We watched
think
Quinn Ewers
Malik.
stink it up in Texas with everything he could possibly have at his fingertips.
Got a point.
But being a leader of men is a thing, and I just don't. I haven't seen even in. I just haven't seen that quality in Malik. Like he. It's
That's
like
fair.
it's all talent. It's not. It's a lot of talent. It's a lot of oohs and ahs, but it's not a lot of leadership. Maybe that'll change.
That's fair. I mean, now he's on
It's
his third
possible.
stop, second starting chance. Might see a flip there.
For sure.
In my
The
opinion, he's
go for it.
in my opinion, he's warming the seat for whoever the number 1 pick is going to be.
Mm.
Yeah.
Unless Quinn Ewers gets in, because Malik Willis
I
does
don't.
have the he's been injury prone in his career
Yeah,
so far. So
but they signed him to what, a 3 or 4 year? It was a 3 year deal. So you think they take quarterback next year?
absolutely, they could move Malik Willis, no problem.
Mm.
Yeah.
Their offensive line is busted. Their best offensive lineman is probably the rookie they just drafted in Caden Proctor.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Their starting left tackle is Patrick Paul. Starting center is Aaron Brewer. Their only other offensive lineman I would say has any type of smoke going for him is Jonah Savania, the Samoan or Pacific Islander that they have at that guard. I
Mm.
mean, their other tackle is Austin Jackson. I just like that. Malik Willis is going to be running for his life, dude. Because that's the thing about Caden Proctor.
Yeah, you can't now
Okay.
with that. You can't play Quinn Ewers. You got to play Willis because
Yeah.
You got to play
Because
Willis.
at
Yeah.
least he got some wheels on him. Because Quinn Ewers is going to die out there behind that.
He's going to get smoked. He's going to get smoked so fast, dude. It's not even going to be fair. Like, because that's the thing about Caden Proctor too is like he is a massive unit of an individual. But pass pro is where is going to be his biggest weakness because he doesn't have that quick kick ability and he has slow hands.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like he can maul somebody, he can absolutely maul somebody. But as far as drop back pass pro, he's getting dusted almost off the line almost every time.
Oh yeah.
Well, so like I said,
So
after I saw they have the second toughest schedule, then I looked at their quarterback situation, their receiver situation. They will be lucky to win 2 games.
Can we talk about their defense too? I don't like doing this, but I like highlighting how horrible an organization is treating their fan base, and this is what this is. If I'm a Miami Dolphins fan, I'm rioting. I am doing anything I can to figure something else out.
Dan Marino rolling over in his grave,
and he's alive.
I know. Wait a minute. When did he die? He's still alive. Stop that.
Dan Marino is rolling over in his football grave right now.
Oh,
his gold jacket's turning inside out right now.
Look, I'm reading these names on, and look, I'm reading these names on defense, and I feel like Snoop on the Breakfast Club. Who?
Like, dude. So when your best defensive players are Jordan Brooks and Chop Robinson.
Yeah, I'm like,
oh my gosh! So your starting D line is Chop Robinson and Josh Uche on the outside with Zach Seitler and Kenneth Grant, man in the middle. Linebackers are Jordan Brooks and Tyrell Dodson, linebacker, and then your secondary is their best secondary player is Chris Johnson, the rookie they just drafted, followed by Juju Brents, Jason Marshall.
With the Aaron Rodgers, I don't even know who you are.
I don't even know who you are. Dante Traynor Jr.
Have we revised our estimate to 1 win?
0.
Yeah.
Zero.
It's 0-1.
Wins.
They're lucky to win a game. They're like they will have to
so bad in Miami.
They will have to catch someone on their worst fucking day and be playing their absolute best. Malik Willis has got to be having his just career day,
running for his life.
Because it's going to be A-Chain versus the world. They're not going to prove us wrong with Jalen Tolbert and Malik Washington on the outside, bro. They're not going to prove us wrong. That is so. Oh my god!
And they're in a division with Drake May and Josh Allen. There's 4 losses right off the bat.
Golly.
That is awful, bro.
Damn.
That's what I'm saying.
0
I'm
wins.
One.
Oh shit! Hold on. I gotta go plug this thing up.
Uh-oh.
My computer. It's about
He's
to
been fairly
die.
decent tonight too.
So that's Miami Dolphins.
Yep.
Purgatory.
For sure.
God.
Who you got next?
All right, let's go back to some decent football. Let's go to the New England Patriots. Coming off a Super Bowl berth, loss in the Super Bowl. Their star rookie outside tackle got his ass handed to him the whole game, and they immediately went and shored that up in the draft. So now they've got a reworked offensive line with Moses Morgan, Mike Onwenu, Jared Wilson, Elijah Vera Tucker, and Will Campbell manning the front, with a rookie Caleb Lomu, who I guarantee is probably going to take one of those starting spots some point during the season. They got better wide receiver with the addition of Romeo Doubs. We're still waiting to see if the A.J. Brown trade ever happens, but who knows?
Maybe that tight end. Yeah.
And then they've got Hunter Henry. They signed Julian Hill out of Miami. Drafted tight end Eli Raridan out of the draft and have a two-headed monster at running back with Ramondre Stevenson and Travion Henderson. So their offense is going to churn it out. They're going to look nice. I think they're only going to take steps up from where they were last year. I don't know if Drake May has the amazing, insane season he had where he was in the MVP, where he was number 2 in MVP voting. Just because
and they also had the easiest schedule.
They had the easiest schedule in the NFL, and there was a lot of star-studded quarterbacks that were injured for a majority of the season.
Correct.
So do you think that Vrabel's mess affects them at all this season?
I don't think any of them care. I think they're just more like, damn, coach. Like, what a player.
I think that they want to get it resolved before the season kicks off. That's what I think.
And they will.
Oh yeah, but like this is also an organization that was winning Super Bowls while they knew that their owner was getting rubbed. So I'm just like, I think there's a certain level of like, all right, you're doing whatever dirty mess you got outside the building. Once you step inside the field, once you step inside the white lines, and we're playing football. It just kind of seems like that's
Cardi
always
B
been the
was coming
culture
to
there.
games last season. Cardi B
And it
was
didn't
coming
affect
to games
him. It didn't affect him.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying they've got some experience with that. That's all I'm saying.
No,
Oh yeah, I mean, and they deleted that cancer from their locker room as far as whatever situation.
Yeah.
Stephon.
With that Stephon Diggs has going on with
Do you
it,
think
whatever
that
team he's going
Drake
to.
May stays the same, or do you think he had a better year than last year, or do you think he pretty much stays where he is?
I think he stays the same. I think look-wise, like eye test-wise, I think numbers might regress a little bit just because he doesn't have a true leader at wide receiver. He just has a bunch of good athletes. Like, he doesn't have a true number one. Like, Stephon wasn't really necessarily athletically in his number one prime still, but he knew how to still, like,
I don't know. I think Romeo
be that guy
Dobbs
for his quarterback.
I think Romeo Dobbs.
See, and I was getting ready to disagree with Cozy.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to disagree only because from the standpoint that he also would have then had a full year in Josh McDaniel's system, gotten another year under his belt. And the one thing that we do know about Josh McDaniel's system, we even learned it with Tom Brady, like he spreads the ball around, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not just he has to have a true number one to really succeed in that system.
There hasn't been a wide receiver worth drafting in fantasy from the New England Patriots since Brandon Cooks.
And that's my point.
I think Romeo Dobbs is
think?
going to make Drake May look better this year. I think not extremely better. It won't be leaps and bounds, but I think his stat line will be a little bit better due to Romeo Dobbs.
Hell yeah. Him and Robert Spillane can have the matching Guardian caps.
Yeah.
It always cracks
What do
me
we
up
think
watching
about the tight end that they drafted? Eli Raridan.
I like Reardon. He's one of those tight ends that's not in a specific lane as far as receiving threat or blocking threat. He can do both.
Yeah.
And that's what I really like to see. Like, he's one of those guys that you can kind of plug and play. I think that he's still a little bit raw, like as far as running routes, more on the raw side. But as far as being able to haul the ball in and fight for catches, he was doing that in college.
Yeah, just a big body in tight spaces when you need to get it on like third and 3 or 3rd and 4. You can just run him over the middle and just boom.
That goal line like
down,
2 yards in, extra 2-point conversion, something like that. Just that quick little
goal line
drag with a curl. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then, what's the prediction for them?
Super Bowl or bust. Get it done. Tired of the Patriots getting patted on the
Bills
ass.
to me who are Super Bowl or bust, but the Patriots. So last year their record was 14-3. They are not winning
Super Bowl or bust. 14-3. No pats on the ass.
I'm thinking they're going to win anywhere between. My prediction is between 9 and 10 wins.
I think Buffalo gets better.
I got them at 11 wins.
I think with Buffalo getting better this offseason, I think the Patriots make it to the playoffs, don't win the division. They get in through via wild card.
Good for
I
them.
like I like I like 11 wins. I like 11 wins for them. I could see
I
that. I
got
could
them
see
at
12.
11.
I could see 12. Like right there, 11, 12 wins. Um,
Bills take the division.
Bills take the division with
Yeah, the
14.
Bills are going to win this division. They're definitely
Bill,
going to
Bill,
win
For
the
sure.
I
division.
got Bills on like 13, 14 wins,
Yeah,
and
me too.
potentially sweeping the Patriots
That's
depending on
fair.
what the games look
Wow.
like.
They
Huh.
could.
But let's look at the Patriots defense because we only talked offense so far. Like they got
Mm.
Robert Spillane and Christian Ellis lining up over the middle for linebackers, and then they signed Draymond Jones, kept Milton Williams. Harold Landry has another year of development under him. Corey Durden's starting at their nose tackle spot, and then you got Christian Barmore still. They drafted Gabe Jackus and picked up KJ Britt from the Dolphins as well. Their secondary, they still got Christian Gonzalez, who's a top cover guy in the
Dog.
league.
Dog,
Uh,
yeah.
Carlton Davis III, Marcus Jones. They picked up Kevin Byard's old ass and Craig Woodson.
Okay.
Eh,
And so,
Okay,
there's
so
nothing on their defense that's jumping out at me like.
No.
But the
Oh,
way
and
that's
Vrabel's
here's the
gonna,
Kevin
other thing. They
Byard.
have
They
a
got Kevin
new
Byard over there.
yeah, they picked up
yes,
Kevin
and they have a
Byard.
new defensive coordinator this year too.
It's Vrabel. Vrabel's the D coordinator.
yeah,
Yeah.
Vrabel runs that
I'm just
defense.
saying. They
Mhm.
promoted Zach
What
Kurd as
would be
the
the
new
impact
DC.
of Vrabel's situation on the team? What do you guys think about that?
That's what I asked. They said there's
I'm
no impact.
My
No,
thing is,
no
it has
impact.
to be resolved before the season kicks
Oh, you
off.
did
If
say
it
that. You did
drags
say
into the
that.
I
season,
seriously don't like think about this as a player. As long as your coach is coaching, I don't care what he's slanging his peen
But
address.
Like,
right.
man.
I don't give a damn.
Because what
Especially because he doesn't
exactly?
have the attitude of like walking in like he's the hottest in the world. He comes in with the all right, we're gonna go sling some weights, we're gonna go hit the shit out of each other, we're gonna get our work in today. It's not like he's the type of coach who thinks he's better than everyone on the team or anything like that. Like he's a hard
Nah,
he was a hardworking
he's a
player
blue,
and he's
blue
promotes that
collar
as a
guy.
coach.
And all I can see the players be like, man, coach, that's crazy. You out here wilding. And
It's
then
like you're a dog. Like, what are you doing?
you out
that's how
here
that
wild.
goes. Man, coach out here wilding. You know?
I mean, the thing is that they can say
And
it
he
to their
really
coach.
is. That's the thing.
They can say it to their coach. They can't say it to their owner.
No.
Right.
Like, and we all know their owner is a weirdo. They all know that.
Listen.
Well, that's true.
Oh, Robert rubbing
Well,
to
the
a
owner
crab,
writes the
man.
checks.
Rubbing
The
to a
owner writes
craft.
the checks.
Robin Tug
Rubbing
crap.
to a crab, man. He like his massages with a little happy ending on him. And when they accused him, he showed up with the
Every
chick that
time.
ran the parlor. I'm like, that's how much
He said, "Yeah, hell yeah, I got a massage."
He doubled down on the rubbing
I
tub.
got a massage and a happy ending. Want to see her? Here
said-
she go.
He said, "I be massaging."
He didn't give a
Right,
hell.
pretty much.
Yeah.
I be massaging. Oh,
Be massaging.
All right. So we all agree. We don't have any disagreement then. We say it's
No.
going to be the Bills, the Patriots, the Jets, and the Dolphins. In that
Yes.
order.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Jets,
I'm gonna say
Speaking
let's
of the
move
Jets.
on. Let's move on to the
Geno Smith.
Yes, Jets.
So the Jets
Yeah.
above the Dolphins. That's crazy. Considering how they performed last year.
I mean,
Well-
it's pretty much a race to the bottom for both.
I mean,
of them,
it's a coin flip of like who like that. The thing about it is neither one of these teams is really probably going to end up lossless because they have to play each other twice.
True.
So
Correct.
one of them is going to beat each other once, if not twice.
Right.
Now, here's my
I
crazy
got the
prediction
Jets
for the
sweeping
Jets.
Mm.
Here's my crazy
They
They got
prediction for the
better
Jets.
weapons.
If they don't show improvement on the defensive side of the ball, Aaron Glenn won't have a job.
gone. He's
You're
gone.
100%
Yeah.
right. You're 100% right. But that's going to be so tough to show improvement on the defensive side of the ball when you're coming off the season, when you just traded all of your defensive players that were Pro Bowlers.
Again, I'm
You
looking
just sent
at
them all
this
out.
list outside
That's
of
interesting.
let's see, Nashawn Wright.
Two of their
Yeah.
starters this season are new additions. You got one
Well,
of
they
them
got D'Angelo
rookie.
Pons from Indiana.
That's what I'm saying. So
I was
you get a
gonna say-
rookie in D'Angelo Pons, and you get Nashawn Wright out of Chicago.
Yeah.
And you get Minka Fitzpatrick out of the trade.
That was what
Yeah.
I was going to say. Who brings some stability, some experience. I don't know how much he
I'm
has left in the tank, though.
like Minka seems cooked to me. Minka seems
Yeah, I
cooked.
don't know how much he has left in the
He's
tank.
on the ass end of his career.
He might be stealing money too, Jay. Minka
Mm.
might
Oh,
be stealing money.
listen. Listen, I see two names on here that's robbing people with no pistol.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
But I listen, I
So
don't want to
so
get us canceled, and I don't want nobody trying to fight me. But yeah, y'all know y'all stealing.
um all right, so we'll just run through the starting offense, even though it's atrocious. Got Geno Smith starting at quarterback, Brees Hall is the running back one,
Mm.
Garrett Wilson is the starting wide receiver, with Adonai Mitchell and the rookie Omar Cooper Jr. that they just got out of the draft. Tight end, if it's not Kenyon Sadiq to start the season, Aaron Glenn needs to be fired after the first game. Um,
Yeah, they got
and then you got Olu Fashionow, Dylan Parham, Josh Myers, Joe Tip. If Joe Tipman's expected to start at guard when he was a center his whole career in college.
Mm.
And this is them and the Raiders have been doing, like the Jets and the Raiders have been doing this, where they draft centers and just continuously move them to guard and then get blown up the middle every single time. And
okay.
it's like, why are you moving natural
Hey
centers out of
y'all,
their position?
I got a wild take right now.
Uh-huh.
I don't even know if it's wild. I got Cade Klubnik starting by week 8.
I was gonna say
Mm.
I had by week 11, but I might be way too long of a leash on Geno.
Yeah, I think Geno, because Geno's on the ass end of his skill set too, and Geno is going to Geno by week 8. And
He he
I
looks
got
so cooked in Vegas, man.
yeah,
A
I
ton of
got Cade.
turnovers. He's got to cut down on the turnovers.
Yeah, it's too late.
Yeah.
Like
Listen, he's hit his ceiling.
he
He's not
reverted
getting any better. He's just going to get worse because he's aging out.
like
Right? He's not.
I
He's not going to have this resurgence moment. I think this is Klubnik's time to shine, and I like that
I
kid.
agree. I like Klubnik too. I think that he dropped on a lot of draft boards. I
Yeah,
think that I I could see him starting at some point in the season. I hope he doesn't, because I want them to see them shape the roster up a little bit more and not just have him be back there and get his ass blown the whole time. Because
nah, man, he got to
I
get his
mean,
welcome to the NFL. He got to get killed a little bit.
oh yeah, but like that offensive line, like their
Yeah,
star offensive line addition was Dylan Parham out of Vegas, who
yeah.
they
I
couldn't wait
probably
to
would
get
throw
rid of.
Bailey Zappi out there before Klubnik, though. I would probably save
You know what
Klubnik.
I'm saying? Like you got Brady Cook and Bailey Zappi, like along with Klubnik. Like Klubnik's
Damn,
got plenty
Brady
of time
Cook.
to
That's a
develop.
name I ain't heard in a long time.
Yeah.
Hmm. So
Michigan
they got
State.
Brady
Yeah,
Cook and Zappi. Yep.
I remember.
Um, and they got another young tight end with Mason Taylor that they drafted last year out of Michigan. So like they've got young weapons. Garrett Wilson is still developing. I think that we
What
haven't seen the best of him simply because that team has just been an absolute shite show.
Mess. An
Yeah.
absolute mess.
3 wins? 3.
3 wins for the Jets again. That's what they had this past year.
No, I'm saying that's what I got
Yeah,
them
they
at
were
this
3
year.
and
And 2
14.
of those will be against Miami.
So
Yeah.
yeah, that's what you have for this year. That's what they won 3 games last year. So again, three
They
wins.
get 3 again
They
this year.
they stay static. Yeah.
And Aaron Glenn gets
So you
fired.
see what I mean? Like we don't have another, and of course, we'll go ahead and tell our audience before we leave what division we're going to do next week. But
Hmm.
or no, next week we're going to do the schedule release. But anyway, think about this. There's not another division with this big of a gap between the top 2 teams and the bottom 2
That's
teams.
why I said it was
It's
the
No.
like they're
AFC
in
least.
it's like JV and varsity
Yeah.
in the same division.
It's
Yep.
Okay, so
like
here's the thing, guys. We skipped over it, but I wanted to come back.
To the
Ill's
question
friend posted this,
that Jabari
and
Yeah.
he
asked.
said, "Do you think there's a scenario where Allen, Burrow, and Lamar can win it all at least once in their career? If not, who's most likely to not win a Super Bowl?"
Lamar.
Lamar.
That's a good question.
I
Lamar.
really like Lamar, and I'm pulling for him, but I think if he doesn't produce, I just.
that
My
I just
so
he's too. Here's the thing: for all his talent,
Hmm.
it's like an athletic ability. You can scheme well against him, right? I think Josh
Yeah.
Allen wins it first out of the three of them. I
Hmm.
think he gets one. I don't think the other two guys gets it because I don't think their organizations care enough to help them get it. I think Josh Allen is in a win now, or we breaking this whole thing up. And the thing is, you you
Buffalo
can
fans are
scheme,
so
yeah,
on for them.
you
Like
can
Buffalo fans are
scheme
so on
all
it for them.
day against certain arm talent. But when they're on like a Josh Allen, like a Justin Herbert, like those guys who just have the ball on a yo-yo, right?
Hmm.
Like, and they can put it wherever, or put it, or
And
even
then
guys like Caleb Williams. You can't scheme for that throw that he threw against the Rams. There is no scheme for that.
no,
You know what I mean?
there's
Like,
nothing you can do about
there's
that.
nothing you can
Um,
do for that, right?
the
And
thing about
then,
Josh Allen that blows my mind is not just his arm talent and not even just like his leg talent, but like the fact that he's willing to do all of that and still truck people for a 10-yard
yeah,
gain to get
Hmm.
a
I
first
mean,
for to
man,
get
when
a
you
fourth
that
and long.
big, bro, that's a big
Like
dude. When you're that big,
he's a big boy,
yeah,
but
you got to be able to. But here's the thing. Also, nobody talks about how Baltimore can't really keep receivers because no
Hmm.
receivers
they never
who
get
want
him.
to be receivers and catch passes want to play with Lamar like that for long periods of time.
Well, that's what we talked about, remember last week, is
Last
that their
time.
all-time leading receiver is a tight end.
Yeah,
It's Mark
Hmm.
Andrews.
yeah. Like the guys that day was like, look, I'm not going to get in the Hall of Fame playing here. I got to
Hmm.
get the hell out of here. And it's not a knock on Lamar. Lamar's skill set is Lamar's skill set. And
Yeah.
then
It's
you
the way
put
that
Derrick
team is
Henry back
ran.
there with him. I ain't never getting no highlight reels catching the
Hell
ball. Hey
no.
man, get me the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Get me out.
Yeah.
Like
So
I just
and when you know that's the game plan, like you can scheme against that, but you can't scheme against those throws where those guys are. You can have perfect coverage and those guys fit that thing. They have that thing on a wire, and they just make those throws. You can't. And so I would say Cincinnati's never going to protect Joe Burrow enough for him to win
I
anyway.
was
They're
no.
just
about to ask if
they're,
I was
they're just
like
not. Listen, that man. I feel so bad for that man because he's literally
he's running.
doing a Carson Palmer in Cincinnati. He is wasting his
But,
career away.
mm,
and that's what I was kind of going to say is that like that's I want to really think that Josh Allen's going to be the one to do it, but if I
Yeah.
look at history of franchise, I have more of a feeling that Lamar is going to do it just because of the types of teams that
mm,
the Ravens craft. The Bills
mm.
historically don't know how to win. They've sold it every time. Same with the Bengals.
I I
Historically, they've
I I,
sold it every
I
time.
hope I hope, but I just here's the thing. For me,
I mean, that is two
I just
teams that
don't
Because
have
let's
see
been to
think about it. Wait a
seven.
Baltimore.
minute. But here's the
What?
thing. At least Joe Burrow has been to a Super Bowl.
Oh
Yes,
yeah, but
True.
unlike, but here's the thing. Here's the
I don't
thing.
think he's going back to one.
The Buffalo Bills, and the Cincinnati Bengals are a combined 7 Super Bowl appearances with 0 wins.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you just going on strength of like what has happened before, and you like they always find a way
Sports are
to change.
sports are superstitious, and I have a real thought that like, especially unless there's massive blow up with ownership and general managers and just a whole front office in general, that just stays. So there are people who know how to win and there are people who know how to lose, and they're like
I
Mm.
just
that
don't.
is the world
I
of the sports world.
I don't
Like
see Lamar pulling this off because no receivers want to stay there. That's why I would
I
say no.
I mean, he's been able to keep Zay Flowers, and I don't think Zay is going to leave. I think Zay signs his next contract there. Like they're able to draft another. The problem is
Well,
like the
yeah, I
front, like
mean,
they
I
need to
can see
draft
Zay
someone.
staying there because Zay knows nobody else wants to be there. So all the passes that's coming is coming to him anyway. As a
Hmm.
receiver, you know what I mean. So it's great for
I
him.
think I
I
think we'll
think the
also have to
biggest
wait and see what the new head coach is like in Buffalo.
Mm, mm.
same with
How much
Baltimore.
How much free reign does he get? And with the additions that they've made for Josh Allen, like DJ Moore on offense, plus some of the additions they made on defense, I think it'll be interesting to see. And I think we will see it by like mid October, because I don't think the offense is going to look the same. I don't know about you, but I don't think it's going to look the same.
Nah, nah, I won't.
Mm-mm.
It won't.
No, the offense won't
So I
look the
find that
same.
I think they'll
But
be intriguing this year. I
I
think
think
Buffalo will be intriguing.
Buffalo will be intriguing. I think, but going back to Lamar and the Ravens, I think the biggest thing for them is does their defense go back to what everyone's used to the like Ravens defense being. Like last year they were lower in almost every statistical category than they've been in the last 10, 15 years. Like
So Cozy, I have a question for you. Do you think
mhm,
Ozzie Newsome is coming out of retirement?
no,
Nope.
no. But I mean, hell, I mean like it just
That's the only way I see them going back to the way they used to be.
That is it.
because
Because
who's the Ravens
Ozzie
head coach
Newsome.
now? No, who's their head coach now? Is it
Oh,
Munkin? No,
No,
because he
that's
left.
the
No,
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 he
Browns.
left.
he's at the
Monken's over in
Browns.
Cleveland.
Um,
Hey, Declan Doyle's the OC.
Mm.
Jesse Minter, that's right.
Yeah, Jay Minner. Yep.
Oh yeah, they definitely ain't winning.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
damn near time to blow that shit up over there in Baltimore. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
lie
they
to you.
definitely ain't winning.
Yeah,
Like I said, that shit
Yeah.
cooked, bro. That's
yeah,
cooked. I think Burrow, and of no fault of his own. I just don't think that front office cares enough, right? Cares
yeah.
enough to protect him to get him back there. Because remember, even when he got there, he didn't have an offensive line in.
Mm.
He was doing it just off
no, and it's
sheer.
crazy that he made it to a Super Bowl. And it's
Yep.
crazy that he
Yeah,
made it to a Super Bowl.
he
I mean, if you go
did.
back and watch some of those games that season, they won because of him. That's
Yeah.
why they
Yeah,
won.
Joe is ridiculous. Like, and he has the type of talent that will last until he's 40 something years old. Like
Yeah.
Lamar
Mhm.
Correct.
doesn't. His legs will fail on him.
Yeah.
Same
Yeah,
Oh
with
yeah.
Josh
By the
Allen.
time.
Like he'll have Josh Allen will eventually have to turn into a pocket quarterback that's not able to sling it 70 yards.
Yep.
And you
Like,
know what I almost wish? I wish Joe, I was looking up Joe Burrow's contract. I wish he hadn't signed that extension through 2029.
mm.
Like, man, you
Yeah.
tied yourself to them for
Another
ugh.
another four
Football
years,
purgatory.
another
That's what it
three.
looked like.
I wouldn't have done that. I would have tried to negotiate something smaller.
I
Yeah,
mean, he's got his college homie there until the same amount of time. Jamar Chase is
Yeah.
there through 30.
that's true.
Well, they can
Yeah.
Up,
both be
so we
miserable
got a
together.
question in the we got a question in the chat. So right now, out of 8 divisions, where does the AFC East rank overall?
Ooh, that's tough because you got two teams that are Super Bowl contenders. One of them more so than a little bit more so than the other,
And two that are trash
and
bin contenders.
Two that are absolute
two
Two
that are
that are
trash.
absolute
basement
that are
dwellers.
and
Yes.
two that are that like I said earlier that are going to be fighting for 3 wins.
Mm.
I would
Ooh,
probably rank them like fourth somewhere, but just because
I
they're top
was
heavy.
I was going to say somewhere in that like either like 4, 5, or 6, like right in
Yeah.
that
I was gonna
spot.
say sixth.
That's what I was kind of thinking too. I'm like, because there's going to be so many more competitive divisions, but I don't know if there's very many divisions that have teams that are crafted like Buffalo, and that have. I mean, there's only
And
so
then the
many teams in the
Patriots.
league. Exactly. Well, like there's only so many teams in the league that have a MVP winning quarterback.
No, that's a fact.
Correct.
True, true,
So
true.
I might have to actually. I mean, and a quarter, and like not very many teams have a quarterback that's won an MVP and a league or a division that has a quarterback that would just got second in the MVP voting and just went to a Super Bowl. I might have to go up there with. I might have to go fourth. Actually, I'm up. Yeah, I might have to bring it up from sixth to fourth, just simply based off
Okay.
quarterback play
Mm.
Mm.
because there's some trash divisions quarterback play wise.
I can't do
Yeah,
it
but the
just because
bottom two teams are trash.
I can't do it
Oh yeah,
just because they got discount bin teams. I can't do it.
Mm.
I can't do it. They stand at six for me.
I mean, well, there's certainly more competitive divisions. Oh, wait. So before we leave, guys, what division are we picking for next week?
Well, we're doing schedule next week. So for the week
Yeah.
after,
I
Yeah.
think you
Oh,
said
that's right.
going
We are doing
from
the schedule
Yeah, got the
next week.
schedule reveal coming.
That's
Mhm.
right. I forgot. It did send us that text.
So we'll be back on this week after next, but we did schedules. It schedules next week. Hell, and I even seen I watched the video of the Bears trying to guess who that season opener is going to be against. They all said Detroit. So let's see if they right.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Let's see.
Yep,
that's
should
a
be
fun
looking
game to
good.
start the season.
So for the week after next, I say let's just move west with it. So
The
Yeah.
AFC North.
AFC
Yeah.
North.
Hey, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's
Sweet.
do it.
Oh, so we're starting with the AFC first, then we're moving to the NFC. I
Mhm.
NFC,
forgot.
Or
Maybe he wasn't here at first.
You know what?
nah,
Right.
Yeah.
let's
So
do it.
all right. So
But
you know what? Let's go with what the chat says. They say NFC South. Let's do it.
NFC
Okay.
South.
all right,
All
NFC
right,
South.
let's
bounce
do
around.
it.
I
Okay.
like it.
And on that note, thank you guys for tuning in to another
Let's
great
somebody
episode.
write that down so we remember.
I wrote it. I wrote
NFC
it. I
South.
NFC
wrote
I
South.
it.
remember.
I got it.
Thank
I
you,
got it.
Liz.
I got it. I
Yes.
got it.
Filed up in the
NFC
middle
South.
Rolodex.
I'm Jay Hollins for Il Brown, G Cozy, CO, Liz. Man, thank y'all for
Have a good one.
tuning in, and we'll catch y'all next Monday on Game Winning Drive Podcast.
Monday.
Deuces.
Schedule reveal. We're gonna be turned up. You know what it is.